guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just want to say thank you so much for stopping by, and if you subscribe or comment below, it means the world to me. Anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that cooking doesn't have to be super structured and super easy. Just look in your fridge and see what's about to go bad and make something happen. Do some Googling and kind of just try to be creative. It can be like art or like makeup or like anything. It's just creative with taste, with your own personal flavors and tastes that you want to see. So probably saw the thumbnail and you already know what this looks like, but let's get going and I will teach you how to make an easy Parmesan recipe.
We're going to start off with a side dish for this chicken Parmesan recipe, which is going to be a sort of rice-like veggie mixture. I had celery and carrots that were getting really rubbery and weird in the fridge. If you have any kind of mixed veggies, this is a really great thing to do. It's just to steam them and then lightly chop them in a food processor. I would make them smaller than this if you want really good rice-like. If you're being lazy, just have, a 1/4 inch or more as far as size. It's kind of deceiving on the computer screen about how large they actually are, and there I was just showing you how rubbery they were. Now this is some red onion left over from my Greek salad recipe, and I believe I have that. I will link it. If not, I will make one. So I just like to chop them in little tiny symmetrical pieces, and with the tomatoes, that's kind of personal preference. If you like whole tomatoes roasted, go for it. I like at least sliced in half, and then that way when you put them in there, it seems like there's more. Use about a teaspoon amount of thyme. You can use more if you like, it's up to your own personal discretion. And then a teaspoon amount of minced garlic. Now for me, I actually put more like a tablespoon in, but that's because I'm crazy. It's going to look like this, all chopped up and nice and pretty. And then you're going to top it off with some avocado oil. I don't like to cook very much with olive oil anymore. I just haven't found any good brands that don't go bad or turn a weird green color or taste funny. I don't know, it's just not been working for me. And especially it's not supposed to be cooked at high temperatures, so I just use it in salad dressings. Now my favorite and most amazing spice that I've been using in almost everything is herb de Provence. I don't know why, it just adds a special extra. And I always like some a little extra. Just like this right now, where I'm using wooden spoons to make it look prettier while I mix it, because I didn't want to get my rings all dirty. So I'm kind of just mixing this, making sure that it's all nicely coated so that the flavors will meld well. And then you're just going to throw it in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. Everybody's oven is different. I'm using a mini convection oven. And then just slightly browned edges. Mine were slightly blackened, which I don't mind. I think that's delicious. But I want to be careful and make sure everybody gets what they want. This is also on top of parchment paper to help it not burn to the bottom of my clearly overloved pan. We're looking at getting some stoneware to use in our mini convection oven, but this is just an old casserole dish. Now I'm topping it off with some Parmesan cheese, and that's just because who doesn't love some freaking cheese? And it's going to taste a lot like chicken Parmesan. So that was just amazing. You can sprinkle on as much as you want. I did probably about a 1/4 of a cup. Now I'm showing you here how far you want the fork to go through the veggies while they're steaming to make that rice that I talked about as a side dish. The carrot was overcooked, and then the celery was cooked just right. As long as they're a little bit hard, it's going to be better. The softer, the more gooey the veggie is going to be, and the less rice-like in texture. So I'm just tossing this into my Ninja, and it's a food processor blender thing combined, and you're going to pulse it slowly. Now if you overfill it, you're going to get big huge chunks like I did. I don't mind that. If you really want that rice-like texture, then you need to use less in the food processor so you can get that well-blended sort of ingredients. And you can see it's kind of mushy instead of rice-like as I'm putting it on the plate right now. Again, for me the flavor doesn't matter, but if you undercook the veggies a little bit, it's going to come out better. Now for the Parmesan chicken portion, I'm using rotisserie chicken that I didn't finish the other day, and that's going to be the base for this chicken Parmesan. If you have chicken breast, you're more than welcome to top it off with that. Just make sure to cook it in a skillet in some bacon grease until it's pink halfway through, flip it, and then do the next. And that's James's Magical Bacon, which I will link above, and this became the most magical meal, and it was just made of stuff that was going to go bad in my fridge. So there you have it.
Alright guys, so this is what happens in my kitchen when I've got a bunch of stuff that's going to go bad. I've got a rice mixture with carrots, broccoli, and celery that's supposed to be like rice. It's definitely more like flavored celery and whatnot. Then this is like a chicken Parmesan I made, and it's just with things that are going to go bad in my fridge, my red onion, my tomatoes, and a little bit of garlic, and it's just roasted in my mini convection oven. I have green beans that were also going to go bad, so I just made that with some mushrooms, and it's all took less than 20 minutes, and it was super easy, and it's absolutely spectacular and delicious. So, oh my gosh, yes. Totally like chicken Parmesan, but so much easier, so many less steps. So simple. It's the best. Anyways, if you want to see more random kind of what's happening in my kitchen, chit-chat, get ready with me's, or cook with me's, let me know. Subscribe, and as always, The recipe will be in the down bar below or in the description box below. And if you want to see more random recipes and what I just create on the fly, please follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, social media. I'm too busy chewing to talk. You know the drill. Comment below what you want to see next.